Welcome to session 9 of Teaching Aptitude. Today we are going to learn about the types of learners. So there are 6 categories and based on which there are more bifurcations. Okay, so the first is based on the environment. This particular type is actually very important, so you need to focus a little. So the field independence and field dependence. So field independence is here, you know, the context. Field equals context, and it's the field dependence is a global approach. Now, field independent learners are active. They are task oriented and do not rely on others. They are independent, of course, right? They are competitive, they are leaders, okay? They are self motivated, and they focus on the facts and principles, and they have formal interaction with the teachers. They think very analytically and solve problems by breaking them down into smaller parts. Okay, so a big problem is broken down into smaller parts, and each part is addressed individually, and then the entire problem is solved. So field independence is independent. They are independent, so they are just active. They do not listen to anyone. They are leaders. They simply are competitive. On the other hand, we have field dependent learners. These particular dependent learners, they are passive spectators. They are not active. They don't play an active role while learning. They are passive. They just simply listen, or simply, they do what they're asked to do. Okay, they have interpersonal relations. Okay, they are good in interpersonal relations. They're cooperative. They are followers. They rely on feedback and influence by peers. Now, what happens is they relate concepts to personal experiences, and they seek guidance. They see a big picture first and then focus on the details. They wait for clear instructions and goals. So it's very self explanatory, it's very simple. You've been given a very good distinguish between the two, and it's easier to remember these particular small details about the types of learners based on environment. So environment is all about fields, and hence field के ऊपर याद रखना है हमें कि there are two types of fields. One is field independence and one is field dependent learners. Okay, so moving forward, based on ability. Now, if you are able and if you are willing, if you are able, if you can actually lift a 30 kg weight and you also want to do it, that means it's delegating. Okay, it's also called as delegating. That means the example of this particular able plus willing ability wala learner has, it's like giving a challenging task during teaching. Now, someone who is unable to lift a 30 kg weight but wants to do it, it's like selling. It is also like selling, and the example for this is small step presentation with error free task. This is like this person can start with 10 kg, then 20 kg, then 25, then 27, and then 30. So small steps this person is going to take. Then the person is able to lift a weight of 30 kg but doesn't want to do it. So this is also like participating. It provides scope for sharing responsibility and recognition. It is about sharing the responsibility. That person wants some motivation. Okay, someone who can take me there, especially when it comes about going to gym, it's the correct motivation, right? I'm just giving you an example of the gym. However, it doesn't matter that this particular example will actually fit into the definitions. Okay, I'm just giving you an example. Imagine a person who is unable, unwilling. What will you do? So this particular activity equals telling, and here what is needed? A mentor is needed, a guide with close supervision is needed. They need constant motivation. No, you have to do it, you have to do it. So something like that. What is ability again? We had seen aptitude. Aptitude was the ability to do something. What is ability now? Ability is the knowledge, skills, and experience. What is willingness? Willingness here is confidence, commitment, and motivation. So please remember this. What is willingness? What is ability? And we have to learn this table as it is, okay? We don't have to do something here and there. So able plus willing is delegating, and we can associate a challenging task. A person who is able and willing, what are we going to do? We'll give them a very challenging task, so that's how that person will stay focused. Okay, again, unable, willing will go to will be equal to selling, which is small step presentation with error free task. Okay, able but unwilling, doesn't want to do it, so participating. We have to provide them scope for sharing responsibility and recognition. Okay, unable plus unwilling is equal to telling, and here we need a mentor and close supervision. Okay, so moving to the third type of learner, that is based on conceptual tempo. So there are two types. First is the fast conceptual tempo, and the second is the slow conceptual tempo. Now, this is the fast person, the one who responds to questions very quickly, and the or even the tasks, they do it very quickly. But these people, since they are in the impulsive style, they just react simply. They just react, they don't respond, we say. They take so fast decisions that there are chances that they make more mistakes because they do it without thinking. They don't analyze the situation. However, this leads to less systematic data collection and preference to quick decisions over exploring the alternative solutions available. However, when you have slow conceptual tempo, it is the reflective style where we take a lot of time to think, gather information before actually making a decision. This leads to few mistakes and ensures accuracy and thoughtful decision making. So I suggest we should all be following the slow conceptual tempo where we actually sit down and think about the situation, think about actually when we have to actually take a decision, and impulsive decisions are not always correct. Okay, now here we end our part 1 of this types of learner session. See you on I think our next video. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much.